Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're exploring something that, well, it really flips the script on our usual rush world.
Hmm.
It's this idea that slow success is better than no success. We've looked at some really powerful reflections on this.
Yeah, they offer a very different angle, don't they? Almost counterintuitive compared to how we usually think about achievement.
Exactly. About achieving things, about, personal growth.
That's right. And our mission here really is to unpack the core ideas from these sources. They challenge those traditional views of success.
Well, faster is better thing.
Exactly. Helping you understand that real accomplishment. It's often not some frantic sprint. It's
Yeah.
more of a steady, deliberate journey.
Right.
So hopefully you'll have a few aha moments today. Maybe shift how you look at your own goals, your progress.
Okay, let's just jump right in then. The main idea is actually pretty simple.
Deceptively simple, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Gaining slowly is fine. Just keep moving forward. It's this concept of like slow but sure success.
Mm.
Just keep putting one foot in front of the other, essentially. Pace doesn't matter as much as just moving.
And it's fascinating how simple that sounds, yet, we miss it so often today.
We really do.
We're just bombarded with messages about speed, about instant results. But these insights, they highlight that consistency, that persistence, even if it's gradual. That's the real superpower.
That makes sense.
It's about recognizing the power of just sticking with it, that quiet building effort, rather than just the flashy quick wins that maybe don't last.
Okay, so that sets the stage. And that leads us nicely into the 10 key principles that kind of flesh this out.
Right.
Let's start with number 1. Slow success doesn't mean failure. Now, that hits home, I think. If things aren't happening fast, we immediately think,
I'm failing. Yeah.
yeah. How do these sources help us sort of reframe that?
Well, it's a really common misconception, isn't it?
Yeah.
The sources basically say, hang on, let's redefine success altogether.
Okay.
Think about something like, I don't know, a huge cathedral built over centuries.
Yeah.
Was its slow construction a failure? No way. The fact that it took generations, that sustained, deliberate effort,
Mm.
that is its success. It's monumental because of that.
That's a great analogy.
So our lives, our projects, they aren't measured just by speed. It's the intent and unwavering determination behind it.
Yeah.
The journey's value isn't just about how fast you get there.
Okay, I like that. So if slow isn't failure, the next point, a little bit at a time is better than wasted time, feels like the how-to.
Exactly. The practical application.
Right. How do we actually start moving, even if it's just tiny steps? What's the power there?
Well, it's that consistency again. Even really small steps, if you do them consistently, they will get you there eventually. It's like
The compound effect.
precise, like the compound effect in finance, but for your goals. Small bits of effort, consistently applied, they grow into something big over time.
Right.
And you see this in behavioral science too.
Yeah.
Just the habit of doing something, anything, no matter how small, it builds this incredible momentum, like flossing daily for your goals.
Flossing for your goals, I like that. Okay, but here's a tricky one for a lot of us. Don't stop fear because of fear.
Yeah, fear.
Fear just, it paralyzes you, right?
Yeah.
Stops you even starting. It feels huge. How do we get past that initial hurdle?
Well, that's a great question because fear isn't something you just switch off.
No.
But the sources offer this amazing reframe. Instead of waiting for the fear to just disappear magically,
Which it never does.
right, recognize that simply starting, even if it's a tiny step and you're, shaking, that is courage.
Ah, okay. The act itself.
Yes, the bravery isn't in not feeling afraid. It's in moving forward despite the fear. That first small action, that's you defying the fear. And that's incredibly empowering.
Okay, that's a really helpful shift. Then there's the big one, especially with social media. Every success requires effort and time.
The overnight success mythbuster.
Totally.
Yeah.
It feels like everyone else is achieving things instantly. What's the reality check here?
It really pushes back hard on that myth. The sources are very clear. No success comes overnight, period. Think about, say, a top musician. Their performance looks effortless, right?
Mm.
But behind that is just thousands of hours. Practice, mistakes, frustration, dedication, when no one's watching.
Yeah, you don't see all that.
Exactly. So the message is, patiently doing what is important, even if slow but steady, will lead to great results. It's about embracing the grind, the persistence, not chasing some impossible dream of instant success.
Okay, embracing the grind. Next up, failure is a lesson, not an end. We've all been there, right? Moments that just feel like total defeat.
Oh, absolutely.
What do these principles tell us to do with those feelings, those experiences?
Well, this point clarifies things beautifully. It says failure is not defeat, but a learning step that helps us grow.
A learning step.
Yeah. I mean, think about it. If we didn't learn from mistakes, we'd just keep making them, wouldn't we?
True.
So it kind of flips in the script. It asks you to think. How many times has a failure actually taught you something vital? Maybe even pushed you onto a better path you wouldn't have found otherwise.
That's a good question to ask yourself.
It transforms those obstacles from roadblocks into actual stepping stones.
Okay, so failure is data, basically. It's learning.
Pretty much.
And if we embrace failure like that, it makes it easier to act, which ties into the next one. Don't wait for everything to be perfect before acting.
Ah, perfectionism, the great delayer.
Totally. We tell ourselves, oh, I'll start when I have more time or when I know more or when conditions are perfect.
And we wait forever.
Exactly.
And these sources really warn against that. They basically say perfection is not a starting point. It's not where you begin.
Okay, so what is it?
It's a result of continuous action. Think about agile development in software or an artist's first sketch.
Right, they don't start perfect.
No.
Yeah.
They start, they iterate, they refine, they learn by doing. So the core idea is just start. Prioritize starting over being perfectly ready. Action builds momentum, and that momentum helps you figure things out and improve.
Get the ball rolling first, resign later.
You got it.
Okay, number 7 feels really relevant today. Manage goals in a way that suits you. There's so much pressure, isn't there, to follow a certain path, do what others are doing.
Oh, huge pressure, especially when you're seeing everyone's curated highlight reels online.
Yeah.
And the sources push back strongly here. They say there's no need to follow anyone else. Just create a path you're comfortable with, one you can actually stick to.
Your own definition of success, maybe?
Exactly. Not everyone needs to, I don't know, run a marathon or become a CEO or learn coding in 6 months flat. Your path should fit you, your strengths, your life, your circumstances. It's about owning your journey, your agency.
Okay, define your own terms. I like that. And that connects to the next one. Small daily steps mean long-term success. We've touched on consistency, but this really hammers it home.
It does. It's a recurring theme for a few.
Why are those small daily actions so powerful psychologically?
Well, you know the saying, a long journey begins with a single step. But the real magic is in the repeated single steps, day after day. Psychologically, small steps feel less daunting. They're easier to start, easier to keep doing.
Less intimidating.
Right. And each time you do it, you build a little bit of confidence, a bit of self-efficacy. It reinforces the habit. So the message is clear. True success isn't about how fast you get there, but arriving steadily.
Building those sustainable habits.
Steadily, not necessarily quickly.
Okay.
Okay, now maybe the toughest one for our hyper-connected age. Don't compare your life to others.
Oof, yeah, that's a big one.
The impact of comparing ourselves, it's just massive, isn't it?
It's huge. And it's such a drain on our energy, our determination. The sources point out, look, everyone has a different path and pace. It's just reality.
Right.
What you see of someone else's life, it's usually just the curated version, the highlight reel, or maybe their journey is just fundamentally different. Different starting points, different challenges, different goals even.
True. You never see the full picture. Never. And comparison will only undermine our determination. Because suddenly you're not focused on your own progress, your own unique path. You're looking sideways at someone else's race, using their benchmark. It just doesn't work. You got to stay in your own lane.
Stay in your lane. Good advice. Okay, that brings us to the final principle. Success is about being yourself. After all this, what's the ultimate measure of success, according to these reflections?
Well, it ties everything together beautifully, I think. The conclusion is basically that whether fast or slow, what matters is walking a path where we feel satisfied and proud of ourselves.
Satisfied and proud.
Yeah, it really captures the whole philosophy. True success. It's not about getting external applause or, ticking boxes someone else said. It's internal. It's fulfillment that comes from being authentic.
So living according to your own values.
Exactly. Progressing in a way that feels genuinely you.
Wow. That feels really liberating, actually. Embracing slow success like this, it really does take the pressure off, doesn't it?
It really does.
It makes you realize the journey itself, all those small steps, the lessons learned along the way. That's just as important as wherever you end up, maybe more important.
Absolutely. It's about building a meaningful life, step by step, not just racing towards some imaginary finish line.
Yeah.
So maybe a final thought for you. Listening, considering all these principles we've talked about, Is there an existing goal in your life that maybe you could redefine or approach a bit differently?
Hmm.
Allow for that steady, consistent progress. Prioritize your own satisfaction, your own pride in the journey, over maybe some rapid, possibly unsustainable achievement. Something to think about.
Definitely powerful stuff to reflect on. Well, thank you for joining us on this deep dive into why slow success really might be better than no success.
Our pleasure.
We really encourage you to mull over these ideas, see how they might fit into your own life, your own goals. Until next time, keep diving deep.